Hello. We talk a lot about balance in our lives. Physical balance, which is a very important part of our longevity and health span, is working on our physical balance. Mental and emotional balance, maintaining our balance as we surf the waves of life. Work-life balance. There's balance right across our lives, isn't there? It's very important to practice static balance, and in one of these videos I demonstrate and work with you with tree pose from yoga, which is a static balance. Right now I wanted to work with you on a dynamic balance from Qigong, the ancient Chinese movement practice. It's called Rooster Stands on one leg, and it helps us to dynamically ride the waves of life. It's also really important in terms of our physical health because it works on stabilizing muscles in our bodies, from the feet, ankles, knees, hips, torso, core, transverse abdominis, core and abdominals. Even with our upper body, we want to be working and engaging with our stabilizing muscles in order to be able to deal with little surprises, knocks or falls that might happen in our lives. We might step off a curb incorrectly by accident, and our ability to recover ourselves before we hit the concrete or hit the bitumen is really important. So Rooster Stands on one leg from Qigong is a really good physical stabilizing exercise, but it's also really good for our emotional and our mental balance too. You're welcome to do it with me if you feel that your body wants to try this safely. We take the feet nice and wide, wider than shoulder width. Now, please remember as well, if you don't, we do end up bringing one leg up off the ground, but if your body doesn't want to do that, if you're working very slowly and mindfully on your balance and you just want to keep the toes of that foot on the ground, you're really welcome to. You can adapt it to whatever your body needs. So the feet are nice and wide. The hands rest on either side of us. In terms of a Qigong movement, we might say that they're resting on two tigers' heads. You might even want to, if you're working on your balance very actively and you're in the early stages of developing it, you might even want to hold on to two chairs. Do whatever you need to do. We soften the knees. Hands are resting either side of us to help with our balance. And we're going to shift our weight to one side, and we load up that leg and we bring the other leg across, and then lifting up, breathing in and breathing out through the nose if you can manage it, and then we go slowly and load up the other leg, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. The knees are bent except for this little rising up bit. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. The slower you do this movement, the harder it is. So work at a pace that suits you and your balance and where you're at with it. You might want to draw your navel in towards the spine to help with that balance, to help with engaging the core and the abs. That's it. Breathing in, rising up, breathing out, loading up each leg, shifting the weight across. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do it one more time to each side. Breathing in, breathing out. The weight is very grounded towards the earth. placing both feet down and lowering the hands. Let yourself feel steady and grounded on the earth. How did that feel? I love Rooster Stands on one leg because I'm a surfer, and so it helps me become very aware of that shift of weight that we do in surfing and that dynamic balance as we don't do that in surfing, but it really helps with surfing and that sense of movement with the wave rather than resisting it. I hope you've enjoyed Rooster Stands on one leg. If you have and you want to keep doing it, please come back to this video again and again. I'm Dr. Alice McKinnon, Stillness Ninja.